Hey team, so this is video one of the How to Stop Binge Eating series as suggested by Sarah Kimberly Irvine. Thanks again for your suggestion. I guess perhaps the most important thing is to actually identify when this is happening. Okay, so what we want to do is be able to have the awareness that we are in fact binge eating in the first place. Okay, so for some of you might be very aware that you are binge eating in that moment. Some of you might even anticipate or be able to predict when this is going to happen. And some of you might find half the fridge smeared across your face before you realize what you've done. And if you fall into that category, that's fine. But that is something that we certainly want to work on because we can't change what we don't acknowledge. And if we're unaware of what we're doing and what is happening, then we're not going to be able to make any changes to that. So we want to create an awareness surrounding what is happening. And there's more than one way of doing this. One way might be to journal or keep a diary. And a diary does not simply have to relate to food, although it can. We might want to sort of check in with ourselves twice, 3 times a day. Just center yourself, take some deep breaths, think about what you're thinking, connect to your emotions and perhaps why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, good, bad, or indifferent. But what we really need is that awareness. So knowing what you're doing in every moment of what you're doing, if that makes sense. So right now, I am sitting in a pavilion at my home, well, at the condo in which I live. I can feel the breeze brush against me. It's quite a nice breezy day. I feel peaceful, a little bit under the weather, probably hungry soon. Never far from being hungry. I love the fact that I'm not wearing shoes right now, and that sounds incredibly bogan. But I'm genuinely just really happy to be sort of not directly in the sun, but to be outside and to be doing videos. So that is sort of my awareness of what I'm doing and what I'm experiencing at the moment. And the more aware you are of where you're at, the greater chance we have at controlling those actions. And there are any actions that's not just limited to binge eating. So that, I think, is probably the first thing we want to work on if that is not something that you currently have. So if your if your awareness, your self-awareness is not that great, that's going to be the first step. Okay, if you do have a great deal of awareness, good for you. That's going to help a lot. We'll need that for the next step. Okay, thanks guys.